We're here on East Campus at the Ken Morrison Life Sciences Research Center, and we're installing a new landscape around the building. Today, our crew, we have Jerome and Susan, Dave and Taylor behind me installing some Colorado spruce. We're installing just kind of a visual screen and windscreen here of pine and spruce. We have some emerald maples, some serviceberry, so a variety of things, kind of a nice mixed screen of trees that we're installing here on East Campus. As you can see, this is kind of late August, so this is a great time to be thinking about and starting to install any new trees and shrubs that you might. This is a great time. We have nice cool evenings right now. Hopefully we'll be getting a little bit of rain that'll help us get through the fall. And this will give the plants a good chance to get themselves established in your home lawn. It allows some new root growth. This is just a less stressful time for them, so this is why fall is always a good time to do any sort of planting. Some things to keep in mind when planting a new tree or shrub. First of all, you want to make sure that you identify a plant that's going to be well suited to the location. Do a little bit of research. There's a lot of things out there that you can choose from to fit your particular location and even within your landscape. So do a little study and you'll be able to find something that'll fit well in that landscape and also do well once it's installed. Make sure that when you plant, right, we'll get right into the planting part. When you plant, dig a big hole. Take some time. We want it wide, not necessarily deep. Use your shovel or even a ruler or a yardstick to measure the size of the ball so you make sure you don't go too deep. And we want to make sure that the top of the ball or the top of the pot continues to be at that surface level in your landscape. So we don't want to bury the top of the tree or the shrub. Once we take it out of the pot, we want to make sure we tease the roots, or with the bald burlap tree, we want to make sure we take off as much of the basket as we can. Sometimes if the ball is a little loose, you're going to want to put it in the hole first and cut off the top. We want to take any twine off, as much of the burlap as possible. So you want to remove all the stuff around the ball as best you can when you get in there, just to help ensure that the plant gets itself well established. Start your backfilling, then we start watering as we backfill to make sure that we keep the ball moist and we water it all the way through the full depth of the ball or the pot. After that, we always want to look at mulching around the plant. We don't want to use too much mulch. Usually 2 to 4 inches of mulch will suffice. Depending on how the plant is, you may want to consider staking. There's some good staking materials at your local nursery that you can use. You want to stay away from the wire and the hose sort of thing. And make sure that you don't overstake, make it too tight, and bind that tree into its location. So again, just to kind of summarize, this is a great time of year to do your planting. You might want to keep an eye on things as you go through the fall, any new plants, and kind of continue to give things a drink, especially if our fall or winter is dry. So that's always one thing that we kind of forget, and sometimes that increases our loss in the spring, is that we just didn't give our new plants a drink through the winter.